Hello everybody, Carla here, Crochet CJ with episode 29. Wow, 29. I wrote it down. Today is Monday, May 27th, and I'm a mom and a midwife, and I'm a born-again Christian, and I love people enough to tell them that. It's good to see you guys. Welcome to all my new subscribers, and thank you for coming back, all you current subscribers. Subscribe, like, share the video if you like it. That's great. I'm not about the numbers. I just enjoy chatting with you guys. I kind of like having a smaller channel so that I can read every comment and things like that, but things grow and change, and that's always good. So let's start with finished objects. I finished my virus shawl. Yes, yes, yes. Isn't that pretty? I love these colors. Oh my. So this is Mandala Sparkle Nova. I used 2 cakes. The pattern, I watched Fiber Spider's tutorial to get the repeat down, and you know, once you get this repeat down, it's all good. So this is a really fun shawl to make, and I just think it turns out so beautiful. So I really like that, and I will definitely be making more virus shawls. I may even venture into the Virus Likes Granny like Rose has been doing. The other thing I finished is I've been practicing my knitting. So I made 3 more grandmother's favorite dishcloth, and I just went on Ravelry and found the pattern. So it's really easy. That, you know, it's just on the bias, so it goes corner to corner basically. And these are there's some Premier cotton, there's some ice yarn cotton, and peaches and cream. So yeah, I just kind of have a bag full of cotton that doesn't have labels on it anymore because I start little things, and if I just have leftovers, I just throw them all into one box. But you'll notice none of these have holes in the center of them like my other one did, so I'm getting better about not dropping stitches. And with the remainder of the yarn balls, I just made some granny square ones. So I have a blue, a pink, and a purple granny square one too. I just kind of made those. So like when I give these away, there'll be a nice little set, a knitted one and a crocheted one. So that's kind of fun. And that's it for like things that I made that way. I did dye some yarn, and I've got another video showing me in the dyeing process, and then I need to add a little video snippet to that shows the finished dyed yarns. But this is some pink, and it is pink Paws Easter egg dye. So I made 2 hanks in this color, and I thought it turned out really pretty. I made 2 hanks. This is actually red. I know it looks kind of pinkish orangish on there, but the tablets were actually red. It does have some, I mean, it's all right that it has orange to it. I don't mind. This one I think is for me because I like red. So and then I did some with, it was supposed to be green and yellow and teal. I don't know if I threw some green, I'm sorry, it was supposed to be blue and yellow and teal. I don't know if I accidentally threw some green ones in there, if it's just, I think that may just be where the teal faded into the yellow. But you know, the blue, there's my blue and stuff, and then you can see some teal, and you know, there's a little bit of yellow. I know the yellow doesn't hold up as well because it tends to get overwhelmed by the other colors, but I did 2 hanks in that color. And then I decided to try my hand at doing some speckled yarn with, those are all done with Easter egg dye. This is done with Kool-Aid. and you just sprinkle the Kool-Aid. Well, I think I sprinkled too much Kool-Aid, so it kind of really colored it, but there is some speckling to it. I mean, you can see some speckling. And you know, obviously I used several different colors of Kool-Aid. I just grabbed several different flavors. I think they had them 8 for $1, so I just got a bunch of them. And I made 2 hanks like this. This yarn is all 100% wool. The other hanks I did with the Easter egg dye are 100%, it just says 100% wool. This one actually is 100% superwash. I found all of this yarn at my Tuesday mornings stores, and that's where I pick it up. So, joys in progress. My fabulous socks, I've got the second one all the way up to the cuff, and I actually had the cuff almost done when I realized that I was making too many rows, and so I had to rip it all back. FYI, sock yarn is really thin and it does not frog well, just saying. So I've restarted the cuff on that. I was having trouble seeing the stitches to do back loop only last night, and I think it's probably because I worked a 24-hour shift on Saturday, and so yesterday on Sunday I was kind of tired and stuff, and I think my eyes were just like, I'm not doing this little tiny stuff today, even with good light and my bifocals. So I said, yeah, we're just gonna put that away tonight, and then maybe later today I'll finish that sock. My other joy in progress is, it's called How to Make a Beautiful Shawl by the Sparkly One. If you look on YouTube, it's the Sparkly One. And I am using mandala in the peacock. Okay. There's 150 grams, 590 yards, 5.3 ounces. It's 100% acrylic. It's a number 3. And I am actually using a J hook because my sweet friend Sharon from Sharon's Crochet Corner, I was like, oh, I really want to start something that's kind of mindless and easy to make, so that while I'm on Zoom chatting and things, I don't have to constantly refer to a pattern and things like that, or I don't have to count a whole lot. And I said, so I really want to do this, but I need to watch the video because there's not a written pattern for it, I don't believe. And Sharon's like, oh, you don't need the video. She said, just get your yarn on your hook and I'll tell you. We were on Zoom yesterday. She's like, I'll tell you what to do. So she just walked me through starting it, and it's a mindless repeat. It's corner to corner with treble crochet, and it's really pretty. And I love the colors. So I have 2 cakes in this color, so that's what I'm planning to use. And basically, I mean, you know, you can count your little spikes here and it'll tell you how many rows you've done if you count the spikes across the top of that row. So you can do several rows and count, or my thing is I'm just going to do it until it's as big as I want it to be and I have enough left to do the border. And I may not even do a different border because this is actually kind of a pretty border. So we'll see what happens. Jackie from Jackie's Crochet Creation made one of these too. She just finished hers and it's really pretty. And of course Sharon has made it more than once, I'm sure. It is a really easy pattern to do. It's just, I mean, I hate to say mindless, that makes it sound like it's not a good pattern. It's a great pattern because you can just do it. And you don't have to sit there and count and things like that. You just, well, I mean, you know, you have to count how many treble crochets you're doing. Okay, but I mean, that's pretty easy. It's not like you're counting, you know, chains or, excuse me. My goodness. I got the burps this morning. And really all I've had is coffee. So can you tell I've had some coffee? I'm a little bit, no, just really not. I'm not hyper at all. But anyway, this is really pretty. I'm really liking that, and I'm excited to finish that. I started on a knitted hat and then realized that I was not doing it the way I was supposed to, and so I tinked it, which is knitting backwards. That's what, I'm not professing to be an expert on knitting terms because I haven't knitted in a long time and I don't remember half of these terms, but anyway, I took that all the way back to the beginning and I'm going to start over so that I can do it right. And then once I complete that, I'm hoping that Carrie from Happy Crafty Homemaker will allow me to make socks. I'm kidding, Carrie. I'm acting like she's all bossy. I'm just kidding. She is bossy. Acquisitions. So last week I went to Tuesday morning looking for more yarn to dye, and this is what I found. This is amphora yarn, and it's by Universal Yarns, and it is 3.5 ounces, 100 grams, 306 yards, 60% acrylic, 20% alpaca, and 20% mohair. Now, I'm not sure, because it has so much acrylic, how well it will dye. Someone told me not to use the Easter egg dye if I want to dye this, that I really need to get the RIT. There's a specific kind of RIT dye I need to get, because acrylic doesn't take dye as well as wool, but because it has 40% of it is animal fiber, it should take some color. So we'll see. I'm going to have to hank this or make it into a cake in order to dye it. Part of me says, you know what, I really kind of like this color. It reminds me of an Aran yarn. I may not dye it at all. I may just make something. I have 5 of these. And then yesterday was my birthday, so after having lunch, we went to another Tuesday morning, because there's 3 of them pretty close to me, and I found more amphora yarn. This color is called mallow, as in marshmallow. It's just mallow is the color name on this one. This one is blue shadow, and it is just this really pretty, I guess it's kind of a navy blue, but I don't know, it has a different color cast to me. Anyway, it's the same fiber content, the same size, everything. I only got 2 of these because there were only 2 in this color. But 306 yards, I can probably make a nice scarf or a cowl and a hat set or something like that. It's like a 3, and it has a really pretty little halo. Can you see the halo? Anyway, I like it. And do I need more yarn? No. If you could see the room I'm sitting in, you would be appalled. Because I definitely have a lot of yarn. You can never have too much, okay? But I do have a lot of yarn. It was my birthday, and so I did get some very sweet things in the mail. My sweet, 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 sweet friend. Uh-oh, I dropped my pen. Well, I'll have to find it later. My sweet, sweet friend Becky from Funny Farm Crochet sent me a lovely package. Now, she keeps telling me this is not my birthday. This is just, she sent me yarn. So she sent me 3 of each of Premier. One is lavender cotton. The one on this side, obviously, is on this side is lavender cotton, and then on this side is Premier washi, which is basically the scrubby yarn. And does that have a color on it? Why is it so teeny tiny? Purple. So purple scrubby, because purple's my favorite color, right? So she sent me that. She also sent me some more of this. I have some of this Lion brand Vanna's Choice, Vanna's Compliment from Lion brand, and I already had some of it, so she sent me 3 more skeins so that I can really make something out of it. And she likes to put hers in the vacuum sealer and vacuum seal it, and I'm looking, maybe this doesn't have a color on it, I don't know, or maybe it's just vacuum sealed to the point where I can't see the color, but it's a really pretty purple, and I already had some of that, so she sent me some more to go with what I had to make something bigger. She sent me 6 of those. She also sent me another hank of yarn. Oh no, what have I done with my card and my other cake of yarn? She sent me some of these markers for my patterns, which I think are awesome. Hang on. What did I do with my card? Oh, man, I hate it when I do this. Sorry, guys. Okay, I'm back. So this is the other cake she sent me. This is Candy Shop, and it's 260 yards and 5 ounces or 140 grams. It's Premier, and the color is Jolly Rancher. And my friend Rose at Rose Likes Crochet had already sent me some of that. So Sweet Becky sent me more, so I have more to go with it. And she sent me my lovely We Marry card. Isn't that adorable? Anyway, I think that's so cute. That little card is so cute. Anyway, thank you, Becky. I'm so excited, and I love, I love yarn, love purple, love We Marry. I think the stitch markers she sent me stitch markers. She sent me a We Marry, and she sent me a cow, and she sent me one more. I'm sorry, that's so sad that I did not keep those out, but I'm always afraid I'm going to lose them when I leave them in, and obviously I didn't have the card. I had it somewhere else, so when I remember that, I will look for it again. And then Christy at Christy's Crochet Corner sent me a little birthday package in this adorable little canvas tote. It's so tiny and cute. I love it. And I like pink. So inside of this tote was a very sweet little card. Isn't that pretty? It's kind of, shiny and gold. And it was just kind of a happy birthday wish from Christy, which was really sweet. I don't read a lot of the personal stuff that people send to me just because. But it came with this cute little notepad. Isn't that pretty? Kind of a mandala little pattern. I really like that. And it came with this big button. I love it. I like greens too, so that button's great. And I already took this out of the package because I wore it yesterday to church with my Mary shawl that she sent me for my birthday. But isn't that beautiful brooch? It's a cross, and it's just really pretty with stones and stuff like that. And then she made me, I don't have one of these yet, so I'm really excited about this. She made me a needle case. Isn't that pretty? It's made out of cotton yarn, I can tell. And see, you can put your needles in it, and it's got a pocket here, and it's got this. So it's just perfect for your needles. And now that I've shown it off, I can put my needles in it and keep it in my little bag where I keep all of my tools for crochet. Oh, okay, yeah. I did have one more acquisition from myself. I'll show you that in a minute. Angela, the Crafty Fairy Godmother, sent me a Nurse's Day card because I am a certified nurse midwife, which means that I am a registered nurse with a graduate degree in midwifery. So I'm an advanced practice RN and APRN. A lot of people call them nurse practitioners, but I am still a nurse, and I appreciate the card, Angela. That was really sweet. And then I got from my beautiful friend Cindy, one of my subscribers whom I love very, very much. She sent me a beautiful birthday card. Look at those pretty cupcakes. So it just says, celebrating you and the wonderful ways you make life sweet. Happy birthday, love, Cindy. So I thought that was really sweet of Cindy to send me that. And look at the little sticker she used. It's a little butterfly. Isn't that pretty? Cindy's so sweet. She's another one of those subscribers that everybody loves. She Zooms with us, so that's a lot of fun. And then I got another little birthday. Oops. See, that's what happens. I take them out of the package and they fall out. So Teresa from Tree's Little Treasures sent me an adorable kitty cat with some yarn card for a little birthday, and she sent me a really nice little note in there too. So check out Tree's Little Treasures. And she sent me several stitch markers. So, you know, these are just some little bead ones there. She sent some on lobster claws. She sent some on these light bulb hooks. That one's got like a little star, and of course it's purple. And then this one is like a crystal cross with some purple beads. Got some bling. Yes, most of these have purple in them because she knows I like purple. And then she sent me, this one is really pretty too. It's like, I don't know. They look like little flowers on that bead. And she sent me, this one is a little skull because she knows I like sugar skulls. And this one is so cute. It's a little mushroom, toadstool, whatever you want to call it. And it's hung up in the other bead. So hang on just a second. Isn't that cute? It really is purple, not brown. I don't know. It's really dark purple. And then she sent me one with a CM on it for Carla May. C and an M bead. And then this one is beautiful too. It's pink. And it's just this beautiful pink bead in the center of it with some little ones on the sides. But sorry, I know that's, but you know, it's like, I don't know how to describe that kind of bead that has the different colors in it. And see, these were in a little baggie, and because I left the baggie open when I stuck them back in the card, I almost lost one of them, right? So now you understand my obsession with putting them in my stitch marker bag so that I don't lose them. I have a little Notions bag that I got from Ella at No Catchy Name that I bought from her. It's a Star Wars bag because I'm a nerd. Yes, I'm a big Harry Potter fan, and yes, I'm a Star Wars fan too. So there you go. But that Star Wars bag from her is where I keep all of my stitch markers, and that way I don't lose them. So those need to go in there when I'm done with this little video. You know, we've had a lot of rain and flooding and tornadoes here in Oklahoma, so there's been a lot of people that are losing their homes and losing their livelihood. I mean, it's affecting crops, it's affecting cattle and other livestock. We appreciate your prayers in Oklahoma. Personally, I've just had some flooding in one room of my house when the water gets really high in our yard because the drainage is really poor here in the town where I live. And we just had so much rain in such a short time that it came in the back of the house and flooded one of the bathrooms, which, I mean, it was like this much water, and it mopped up easy, and there's no lasting damage to the floor or anything like that that I can see. So, you know, that happened a couple of times last week during all that rain, and that's just a drop in the bucket compared to what's happening to other people here in our state and in Kansas and Missouri, and you know, other states are getting affected by that. And then we've had some tornadoes. We had a really bad tornado a couple of days ago that affected more in El Reno, and there were some people who were actually killed by the tornado. So, you know, we just really appreciate your prayers. This state is really great about stepping up and just grabbing your neighbor's hand and helping them out when they need to be helped. So I'm always glad. I was born and raised in Oklahoma. I've lived here all my life. I love it here. I'm not saying it's better than where you live. I'm saying that this is my home and I love it. And I love that the people here take care of one another and care about one another. So that's pretty awesome. As I've already mentioned, yesterday was my birthday. So it's still May. I'm still celebrating my birthday, even though today I actually have to buckle down and do some housework. Instead of playing around. So I need to shampoo my carpets where they got wet from the flooding, because they don't smell very good, because even though it's not sewage or anything, it's still dirty water. So I got to do that today. We tried calling a professional company to come do it, but obviously there is so much more widespread damage for other people that all of those companies are so busy. There's no way they could get out here and do it. So I'm just going to do it with my own little steamer cleaner, and we'll see what happens. And if we need to have it professionally done later on, we will. But my other little birthday present I feel like I got was, I'm over 1,000 subscribers. And again, it's not about the numbers for me. I like being able to see everybody's comments and heart them and reply as often as I can. It's getting difficult because there are a lot of subscribers, but I just think that's wonderful, and I thank you guys. So now I can do lives on my mobile devices. So we're going to try that. I'm going to see if I can figure out how to notify people in advance, like other podcasters do, that they're going to do a live, and then do a live where I can actually kind of interact and chat. We'll see how that goes. I've never done one, so we'll see. Anyway, that's pretty exciting. You guys have a wonderful, wonderful week. And remember, Jesus loves you, and so do I. And y'all take care. Bye-bye.